Okay, it's live now.
Good evening, Chinwe Amaka. Welcome to the IC African podcast with Eze Collins Ebube.
Good
So
evening.
happy to have you. I'm happy.
Thank you.
Thank you for honoring my invitation. And God bless
Well,
you. DIC simply means deep insight conversation. I know you already know you're one of the moderator in our Facebook group of about
yes.
170 something members. So you've been doing well there. You've been leading everybody, and I'm proud to have you here. You are young and more changing everything I've been seeing on social media. You're just innovating and innovating. Thank you. Thank you for coming. So today you want to teach us the next big thing in the game of content creation, how to be a compelling content creator. I'm correct. All right. And you know
Yes.
the theme of this podcast for this edition is the next big thing. So I want to know the next big thing in content creation. You are the content queen. You're the content queen. You'll be doing well. You've been doing well. You've won a lot of awards. You've been writing so well consistently. That's one of the secrets you've been like taking action like crazy. That secret of consistency, you have it, and it has brought you a lot of visibility, more audience, and more engagement on your posts. So that's why I said I'll bring you here to teach us the next big thing in the game of content creation because it's a game. So we need to know the rules so we're able to win. Yeah, I know you have those rules. So be able to win so they will not get to beat us. Welcome.
Okay.
But before we get started, I would like you to introduce
Thank
yourself
you.
for 1 minute. Let's know who is this amazing soul, this young lady who is disrupting the market of content creation. Let's meet you, Chinwe Amaka.
All right. My name is Maka, and I'm a content creator. Well, that's why I'm here to teach you content creation. I'm a content creator. I create lots of content, podcasting, videos, text, and many more. And yes, I create and I also monetize using content. That's just the cross of what I do online, creating and monetizing through my content. So that's it. 1 minute, not even up to 1 minute. Just yeah, that's it.
You did well, you did well. Thank you. So now, what is content creation?
Hmm. Content creation is simply, let's not, people tend to complicate it. And then again, when people say content, most people what they think about is all these funny videos that they watch on YouTube. But that's not all about content. That's not all content creation is. Content creation is sharing information or entertaining people. Entertaining is one of them, not that it's the main content. It's simply sharing information in different formats. There's visuals, there's video, there's text, there's also audio and other forms of content. So it's you sharing information through this means. That is what is called content creation. When you write a caption on Facebook, it's content creation. When you share a video on your Facebook profile, your YouTube, whatever platform you're on, it's content creation. That is what we call content creation. It's not necessarily when you create a funny content or when you go to a big studio and record something. That is not all about content creation. When you share your graphics, it's content. When you share your videos, it's content. When you share your pictures, it's content. When you share about your product, about your business, it's content. So all these are content creation. All these are what we call content creation. What happened to your I think network issues? So that is what content creation is all about. And becoming a compelling content creator is not that hard, but it requires consistency, it requires patience, it requires mastery, and it requires skill. So yes, back to you. I'm done explaining what content creation is, but since your microphone, sorry, your network wasn't
Yeah.
that good.
So you can hear me? You can hear me now?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, we want to know the next big thing in the game of content creation. So what is the next
Hmm.
big thing in content creation?
Is there even a next big thing in content creation? Okay, I would say the next big thing, though that will require more research and all, but the next big thing I would say is content creators leveraging AI technologies to create more compelling content, to create content faster, and also to monetize their content. Is leveraging AI. The world right now is going crazy about AI. There's so many content, there's so many AI tools that is being released into the market almost every day. So content creators need to learn how to leverage these AI tools to create compelling content and to also achieve results faster. For example, if you were a social media manager and you used to create content, and creating content for the pages you manage used to take you for about an hour or two, you can do that within few minutes using AI. So the next thing I would say is content creators learning how to leverage AI to create more content and to get results faster. That is the next big thing.
Wow. So AI has made things easy for us.
Yeah.
Those things used to take 1 hour, can do it in a couple of minutes. All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So how do we create a compelling content?
All right. I have some few points here that I wrote down for creating compelling content. And the first thing is finding your niche. I know it's really hard, especially when you have so many interests. Finding a niche, but I would say a niche is actually different from a sub niche. First of all, you have to start from something and then you create your own, let's say create your own niche out of that big niche. For example, let's say you're interested in cooking, or you're interested in fashion designing. You can decide to start writing content. Just start from, first of all, start as a beginner, start creating content on just fashion design, around your interest in fashion designing, sewing, things you need to know about getting fashion that fits you, something like that. Creating content, then from there you can discover after few months, or after creating a content on this particular big, because fashion design is a big niche on its own, then you can be able to create a niche out of that fashion design that suits you, something that you can talk about. Even when someone wakes you up in the middle of the night, you can create content on that particular niche. Finding a niche is not easy. Some people just naturally know what they want to write about, but some people who have so many interests like me, there are so many things I'm interested in, so it can be hard finding a niche, just niching down when there's a lot of things you can do. So but let's go back to the main point. On this, becoming a compelling content creator, first of all, you need to have a niche as a content creator. Okay, you can't just today you write about cooking, tomorrow you write about fashion, the next day you write about AI, upper day you write about something else. You have to first of all have something you want to talk about. Let's say you want to focus on content creation. Yes, you want to write about content, how to become a compelling content creator, how to start your content creation career, what to do if you want to become a content. Just focus on it. This is what you want to write on. Okay. Then the next second thing here is developing compelling content. And developing compelling content is not as hard as it looks. It's not that hard. It's also not easy. It's not ABC. But when you become a master at it, it becomes easier for you. Number one thing when you want to create a compelling content is stories. Literally stories. People love stories. If you can be able to weave stories into your content, write it in such a way that your audience can relate with your stories, that is compelling creative content for you. Seriously, it doesn't take it isn't that as difficult as it looks or as it seems. Creating a compelling content is simply writing a content that when your audience read it, they relate to what you're saying, and they'll be like, this person is talking about me. I can relate with this. I can understand what the person is saying. They can picture what exactly you're talking about. It's like you, if you've read a novel before, when you read it, or for example, a movie. Do you also know that a movie is a content? So let's say you're watching a movie, and you can, in your mind, you can picture everything that's happening even before it happens. Okay, let's not use movie because you already seen it. Let's use a novel, fiction story. You're reading something, and in your mind, you already like it's like a movie happening in your mind. You're already picturing everything that is happening there. The emotions, you can feel it as if it's happening to you. Okay, that is what a comparing content is. that fiction, that novel you're writing, you're reading, it is called it's comparing, because you can relate with it. You can feel the emotions. All right. One more thing about another thing when you want to create a comparing content is using visuals. Using visuals. Visuals can be your picture, a graphic, or even a video. Add this to your content to make your content comparing. Okay, maybe just writing a text isn't going to do it, but when you attach a picture of something that captures your audience attention, when you attach a picture that catches their attention to the post you're already making, that is another way to make your content compelling. Now, they may be scrolling through Facebook, and because of that picture, once they see that picture, they will stop to know what exactly is happening in this post. And then when they've seen the picture, they will go to your caption or the post you wrote on top of that picture to read the connection between whatever it is you're writing and to the picture, to the video. Maybe you made a video, maybe there's a picture of you, of someone in a depressed mode, or in a one kind of unusual position. They will read the post to understand what's happening to that person. And if you're able to weave stories into that particular post, you've compelled them. And from that story, you can also sell to them, you can change their belief, you can inspire them, you can motivate them. That is just content creation for you. Add stories, be relatable, be authentic, and then add a comparing visuals that will make your audience want to read more, want to know more, want to take action on whatever it is you're saying in the post. Then the next point I have here is, especially for us that create videos, especially for video creators or people who have YouTube channel, mostly if you're a video creator, this point is for you. Work on your presentation skills. Work on your presentation. The other one for content is even for presentation, you need stories. Yes, you need stories. Okay, I'm using myself as an example. If you're not enjoying the stories and the examples I'm giving in this particular presentation, you would leave. It's not compelling to you. You can't relate with it. You don't understand it. It's not for you. Okay. But if you can relate with the story I'm sharing here, the examples I'm giving here, it's already a compelling content to you. All right. So the third, is it the third or the fourth? No, the third point here is work on your presentation skill. And working on your presentation skill is simply practice speaking clearly. Practice speaking clearly, especially if you're dealing with videos and audio. Practice speaking clearly. Remember, I said that audio is part of content. It's not just text. It's not just videos. Audio too are part of content. Graphics, pictures, all of these things are content. All right. Second thing is maintain eye contact. Maintain eye contact. I made a video about this about a month or two, should be 2 or 3 months ago, about content creators who, but I won't say it's a mistake though, because many people don't know that when you're making a video as a video creator, your eye should be on that little dot on top of your phone. That's camera icon, not the icon. That camera, whatever, small circle at the top of your phone, not on your screen. Not on your screen, because if you're looking at your screen and people are watching that video, it will look as if you're looking down. You're looking down on something, or standing at your smartphone screen. But when you place your eyes on that little dot on top of your screen, you'll be able to make eye contact with whoever is going to watch that video. As they're watching it, it will look as if that you are looking at them directly into their eye, like you're making eye to eye contact with them. When you're looking at your screen, it will look as if you're removing your eyes, and these little things matter a lot, because so many people interpret things differently. For someone who is if, for example, if you're sharing a story and you're not looking directly at them, they might interpret it as you're not confident about the story you're sharing, you're not confident about the product you want to sell to them, you're not sure of what you're saying. But when you're making eye contact with them and saying it like directly, they can make eye contact with you one-on-one, even from that video. It exudes this kind of confidence that you know what you're saying. This person knows what they are doing. Okay, that's one of the things you need to work on when it comes to your presentation skill. Speak clearly. You can hear what I'm saying. You can understand me. Number two, make eye contact. Your eye should be on that camera icon so that you can make eye contact with your audience. You're not physically there with them, but you're making eye contact with them. All right. The third thing here is demonstrate. See how my hands has been moving anyhow when I was doing this course of teaching. That is demonstrate. This is especially for video creators. If you don't have maybe the whiteboard to show what you're saying, you don't have the thing in your hand, you're not demonstrating with anything, you're not holding anything to demonstrate with your audience, make sure you move, express yourself. Okay, express yourself, show them, make some movement. Don't be static like a robot, as if you're just standing there just giving them something you've rehearsed and crammed in your head. Okay, that's number 3, demonstrate. Number 4, show excitement and passion. Show that you really understand what you're saying, because you're sometimes, if you've noticed, if you're talking, if you're watching a video about something sad, it automatically affects you. If you let it, actually, people who are not, if you're not conscious about it, you start feeling sad too, start feeling emotional, you start feeling like you're going through the same thing the person is going through. Just automatically, if the person is crying, so you see some people crying already. The emotion you're expressing, the passion, your excitement, your emotion, your vibes in that video can also affect your audience. You just transfer something like, is it telepathic or anything? I don't understand how that works, but your audience can feel what you're feeling. If you're telling them to buy into your business or to buy your product, and you're just here, I'm selling hair cream, just selling it, if you want to buy, people will just watch and scroll away. But if you're excited about what you're saying, you're passionate about what you're saying, people can feel your vibes, like it's contagious. Tell me why they won't do what you're asking them to do in that video. So that is part of creating a compelling content that when people watch, they'll be like, I want to watch this again. I want to look at this girl's profile to see what she's doing. She's doing really well. I love her vibes. That is all parts. These little things make up what we call compelling content. It's not when you go to ChatGPT and download one full page of how to do this and how to do that. Yes, that's helpful, that's valuable, but is it compelling? Is it compelling? And the last thing I wrote under number 4, remember we're still talking about work on your presentation skill. The last thing here is be authentic. Be authentic. We are tired of fake people. We are tired of fake creators. We are tired of fake celebrities. We are tired of fake things. Be authentic. There's nothing you want to talk about now that nobody else has ever talked about online. There's no content you want to create today that people hasn't created. But that doesn't mean you should abandon content creation just because whatever you want to say, people have already talked about it. No, we want you to bring your own perspective. We want you to be unique. Okay, these things, all the content I've created, people have said a lot of things about it. People have said things from their own perspective. But for example, let's say what will I use now? You want to write a content about accountability. There are millions of posts on Facebook about accountability. People write almost every day how to be accountable, why you need why you need to be accountable, why you need consistency, exactly, consistency. There are millions of posts on consistency. People talk a lot about consistency, videos, podcasts, text, visuals, graphics, everything. Everybody's talking about consistency, even those that are doing it and those who are not doing it. But we've created lots of content on consistency. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't create content on consistency just because most of people have already done that. No. We want you, when you want to talk about your own, bring your own experience, bring your own perspective. That is how you turn a content that is already mainstream, content that people are already used to. That's why you turn it into a compelling content, the one you created. Bring your own perspective, your own story, your own unique style, your own what will I say? Just be authentic. Share things from your view. Share things the way it is. Share things from your own experience. Don't try to fake what you're not. Now, faking what you're not is different from believing or having a vision of who you want to be in the future. That is different. Okay, so that is that. Remember what I said under work on your presentation skills. I said practice speaking clearly, maintain eye contact like this, demonstrate, show excitement and passion, because it's your audience can really feel it from your screen. Yes, they can feel what you're feeling right from your screen. It can affect them. Yes, exactly. And the last thing is be authentic. And my fourth point here is leverage tools and technology, just like I said in the beginning. That is what I think is the next big thing in content creation, leveraging AI tools and technology to create compelling content. Content creators can enhance their content creation There are lots of things. If you're a video creator, there are new video editing AI tools in the market right now. Sorry. There are new video editing softwares. There are proofreading AI tools too that you can use to proofread your work if you're into written content. Because of mistakes, errors, grammar errors, and the rest, there are AI tools you can leverage to make sure that you reduce the amount of errors in your content. Okay. There are audio equipment too, there's graphic design too, Canva, a lot of things. And there are image generators. I wrote today on my Facebook that gone are the days when we spend time browsing stock image sites looking for looking for images and videos to create our content with, to attach to our post. Because right now all you have to do is go to Bing, sign in, and type in the prompt of whatever it is you want to write about. Let's say I want to write about, there's a post I created recently. Sorry, the post is about how in the next few years we are going to have chip implanted in our palms. We are going to like use it to control electronics around us. Sorry, I'm having cough these days. So instead of me going to stock image site like Pixels and Pixabay to start looking for maybe a picture of a woman with a chip in her hand, I went to Bing and typed in a stunning image or a captivating image of a woman with microchips in her palm controlling her smartphone with it, and boom, I have my picture. I have my image, I downloaded it and attached it to my post. Simple. So creating compelling content or becoming a compelling content creator requires you to learn how to leverage these AI tools for you to achieve results faster. If you're into video creation, there are video editing software that you can use to create your videos, edit your videos. Actually, if you're shy and you don't want to face the camera, or maybe you're too busy to face the camera, there are AI tools that you can use to create videos without showing your face, without even speaking. You just type the script and they're going to do the work for you. There are people that have monetized YouTube channel today, and they didn't create any of those videos. AI did all of them. Writing the script, ChatGPT is there. There's Frank AI. There are lots of them. Editing the videos, there's a software for that. There's an AI tool for that. About the audio, there's a lot of AI tools to help with that too. Even stories today, there are lots of AI tools to help you create comparing stories for your post, for your content. If you're into content marketing, you're into creating business proposals, you're into creating business plans, you're into writing copy, landing page copy, website copy, there's a lot of AI tools to help with that. Okay. Becoming a compelling content creator requires you to leverage these AI tools, but not to depend on them. Because sometimes when we leverage on things, we tend to overuse it, or we tend to use it the wrong way. AI tools are here to help you speed up your results, or to speed up the time you spend getting a particular content or results. But it's not for you to depend on the AI tools. Get the ideas, then let this AI help you do it faster, but not for you to depend on it. Okay. Now, not to waste more time, I wrote here, becoming a compelling content creator is a journey of self-expression. I tell you, last 2 years, last 3 years, actually 2020, when I started this journey, I wasn't that confident to come in. I know I hated taking pictures. I won't for anything do a video like this. But becoming a content creator has helped me. It's my journey of self-expression, creativity, and also connecting with others. Because I became a content creator, I am able to connect with people that I didn't even know right from beginning. I never expected to meet these people in real life. Becoming a content creator has helped me express myself, overcome my camera shyness, my fear of meeting people, my chronic introvertedness and everything. This becoming a content creator has helped me in a whole lot of ways. Okay, and I have some bonus points here. Number one, be consistent. Becoming a compelling content creator is not something that you do today and then it's over. It's not something that you can achieve in a week. It's not something that you achieve in a month too. And sometimes many even achieve it in a year. It takes time. It takes for you to keep doing that boring process, repeating that boring process over and over again until you achieve mastery, or at least you attain a certain level where you can where you can easily create compelling content without having to spend time thinking, worrying, researching, and everything. You can just create it on a whim. Okay, the second bonus point here is study other compelling content creators, connect, network, and learn from them. No man is an island, they say. No man is, you can't learn everything yourself. Even if you decide to go to YouTube and start watching every YouTube videos on content creation, it will take you a long time to get there. It will take you a long time to become a compelling content creator. But if you can humble yourself and learn from people who are already there, buy their course, buy their books, network with them, connect with them, read their content. Because many of these times it's when you're reading other people's content that you get an idea of a content you want to create. That's, yeah, I'm a witness. I've gained, or let's say I've gotten lots of content ideas just by reading other people's content. I've gotten lots of content ideas just by watching other people's visual content, video content. I've gotten lots of content ideas just by looking at the picture that other people shared on their profile or on their content. So all these things, you need to open yourself to connect and network with other content creators. You know that this person creates compelling content. This person creates compelling content. People like Madam Shomi Fanyeze, Nelly Abogu, even Master Collins here. People like this, you follow them, read their content, watch their videos, buy their books, buy their course, participate in things they are doing, watch them and study them closely for you to learn how to, because success, they say, leaves clue. Even without buying their books or their course, even if you can't afford it, constantly engaging with their content, reading their content, studying what they are doing will give you clue on how to become a compelling content creator yourself. All right, so these are things you need to know. The next thing here is understand your audience. Understand your audience. It's when you understand your audience that you'll be able to write the post, create the videos, write the story that they can relate with. That is how you behave. If you don't understand the kind of people you're talking to, you don't know whether they are interested in stories, you don't know whether they're interested in what you are saying, you don't know whether they prefer text content, or whether they prefer video, or whether they prefer audio. You don't understand the kind of people you're talking to. You won't be able to know exactly what you write or what exactly your kind of content you create, and they will love it. Remember, I said comparing content creation is all about creating content that your audience can relate with. Okay, so if you don't understand what your audience wants, how will you be able to create a compelling content? How will you be able to create a content that's compelling to them? So you need to understand the kind of people you are talking. Are they high school students? Are they university students or undergraduates? Are they married women? Do they prefer text? Go through your past content. Observe how people reacted to the post, to your content. Do they prefer text content or video? Read the comments, engage with your community, your audience. Read the comments, their comments, the things they ask you. Please, I want to learn how to do this. How did you do this? Read their comments. It will give you an insight into what they want. Okay. Even if you decide to try, maybe you've been writing text and decide to give video content creation a try. When you create that video, your first, second, or third video, read the comments. Observe how they reacted to it. Did they love the video? What did they say? Did they complain about the audio or the quality? Did they say they want more video from you? Did they ask more questions? Did they want more? So observe your audience. Observe your audience. They will give you clue. It will give you clue into creating the kind of content that creating the kind of content that they will love. Because if you just keep creating content without really observing the people you're creating those contents for, you don't know if they love it or not. You don't know if they hate it. You don't know if they're interested in it. You're just creating and just dumping it on their feed. Soon, no one will engage on your content again because you don't care about them. They say people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So you have to care. You have to care about them. You have to listen. You have to observe and learn what they want. From that clue, from that insight you gain from your audience, that is where you can be able to create your content in such a way that it will be compelling, relatable, and they will love it, interesting to them. Okay. Because without an audience, well, your content you're just going it's just the content, not compelling. The rate of your content, whether it's compelling or not, depends on your audience, how they receive your content. Okay. And the last thing here is show, don't tell. Don't just tell, show. People love it when you instead of saying okay, that's the part stories play, a very very important part that story play. Instead of saying how will I put it? Mm, okay, I'm trying to form a story. Instead of saying that you travel from, let's say you're into travel blogging, and you want to say you travel from Anambra State to Lagos, and you discover that Lagos has more beautiful places than Anambra State. You can share a story of how you the things you saw on the road, the places in Lagos you visited, how the people reacted to how the people received you, the little difference you notice between some places in Lagos and places in Anambra. So just tell a story, paint a picture. It's called painting a picture. Write your content or create your content in such a way that someone who is viewing it, even though it's person a 5-year-old or not, person who is viewing your content or person who is reading your content can actually picture what you're saying in their mind. They can relate with it, they can understand it. That is the course of creating or becoming a compelling content creator. Just create something that your audience will love. Or no, the summary: understand your audience, create what they will love, and listen to them, learn from others, and be patient, be consistent, and be patient, because it's going to take you, if you're just starting your content creation journey, it's going to take you a while for you to gain that stage where you can write anything and you see thousands of engagements, hundreds of comments, thousands of viewers on your reels. It takes time for you to get to that stage. And be open to learning, and getting feedbacks from your audience and from people who watch your videos, because it's from that feedback that you learn and grow. Okay. Maybe you made the first video and they said yes, the video is okay, but they don't like the noise from the background, or they don't like the audio quality, or they want you to start adding caption to your videos. That is that. You learn from that experience, add it to your next video content creation or video creation, and then you become better and better. Okay. So that is that for becoming a compelling content creator. It's not something that will go on and on and on about. It's something that you do, get feedback, do repeat again, and become better. It takes time and it takes consistency too. So that's that. Seems I'm a bit like the timing is different.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Thank you for that. Okay, you've shared a lot, and the things you've shared there have made me to cancel some questions because you've already answered it in your teachings. So the number one question is this: what makes up a compelling story? What makes up a compelling story?
Well, just like I said, it's sharing a story that your audience can relate with. Seriously. And people who follow you, most times people who follow you, or people who are friends with you, most of the people who follow you are those who want to be in the level you are. Understand? Maybe you are in this stage of content creation where you write content and you're getting 1,000 likes. Now, most of the people who follow you are those who are not getting that 1,000 likes here, but they would like to learn from you to get to that stage. Now, creating a comparing story for that kind of audience is you telling them how you're sharing your experience and your story of how you were able to move from someone who was getting 1 like, someone who is not getting 1,000 likes. Move from just 1 like to 100 likes, from 100 likes to 200 likes. The things you did, this you improved upon, the challenges you had, your experience, the lessons you learned, and how you applied it to get to that stage. That is what makes a story compelling. Sharing things from your own view, your experience, being unique, being authentic, not copying, not not faking your story, but just sharing with them the raw facts. How you were able to move from this stage to another stage. How you were able to accomplish, how you were able to overcome a particular obstacle or a struggle that you know that they too can relate with. That is why I said you need to understand your audience. When you understand your audience, you know the kind of story that you share with them that you will resonate with them. The story, the kind of story that when you share, you know that your audience, many of your audience are in this level. And if I share the story of how I was able to move from this level to the next level, they will love it. They can relate with it because then you just left that stage and you're in the best position to tell them or to guide them how to move from here to here. Your story, your experience, you just understand your audience and you're good to go. Your network keeps breaking. I don't know if you have any more questions for me. Or is it my network? Anyways, that's empty. Sorry, cough. So that's for creating compelling content creation. Content, I mean, it's not really that difficult. It's not difficult. It's not that hard. It's something you keep doing, keep getting better. And about creating compelling stories, it's just share your story. Share it. How are you able to move from here to here? How are you able to start that business? How were you able to overcome those obstacles in those business? How were you able to get that shop? How were you able to get your goods? How were you able to how are you able to close your prospects or your audience or your customers? How you were able to do this? Just all the stories you see sharing is how we were able to, it's just our experience, how we're able to do something or the other. That's just the story. We're not asking you to write like Chimamanda. We're not asking you to write like who else? All these big time big time storytellers. Just share things from your experience, from your perspective. Something you know that this particular story of how I went from this to this will really help my audience. That's just that. And share it, not just share it like you're writing a paragraph or a story or a sentence like, oh, in 2020 I was able to move from $0 to $100 every month. How? Share your story. Tell us, how were you able to paint the picture? Let us see the picture in our mind. Let us see how the thing is playing out. Let us see it in our head. Let us imagine it. How you were able to, how you tried making your first dollar and it failed. How the things you tried, the business opportunity you tried. Okay, this one that is not working for you. How were you able to do it? What are the struggles you faced? What was your experience? So these are the things. It's just you sharing your comparing stories. Is just you sharing your stories from your own view, from your own perspective. That you know that will really help the audience. That's why you need to understand your audience. Let me not repeat myself over and over again. Understand your audience, and you'll be able to figure out exactly what you write or what you create, and they'll love it. They will relate with it. It's comparing to them. Okay.
Thank you, Chinwe. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
You know, a lot of people have said a lot of things about being consistent, about consistency. A lot of articles have been published about it. But now, when it comes to your experience, what do you have to say about being consistent when it comes to content creation?
Consistency. Yeah. I would say just showing up. That's all consistency. It's not that you're going to show up every day, every time you're creating content. No. Consistency doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be creating content every single day or creating 10 to 50 posts, 10, 5, 10, 15 posts every day. No, if you're doing it like that and you don't have a way of replenishing those contents in your head, because actually all this whole consistency talk, if you don't have anything in there, it's what you put in here that you're able to create content with. The experience you've had, the books you've read, the people you talk with, the things you watch. Those are where you get your content ideas from. Aside AI, yes, of course. Those are where you get your content ideas from. And if you're not replenishing that box or that stack or whatever it is, if you're not replenishing those contents in your head, you find it hard to be consistent. So let's go back to the topic of being consistent. Consistency is you showing up, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to show up every day. There are days that I don't post on Facebook because Facebook is where I'm mostly active on. There are days that I don't post on Facebook. It doesn't mean I'm not consistent. Okay, being consistent might be maybe today I will decide that what I'm going to do is just reply the comments of yesterday, reply the messages of yesterday. I'm not going to post anything. And also, being consistent doesn't mean that you're not going to take a break. That's why I said what you're creating, it's coming from here. And if you don't have a way of replenishing here, you're going to burn out. Seriously, you're going to burn out. There will be days you don't have anything in here. It doesn't mean that you're not consistent. Okay? Consistency is showing up. And don't just show up for showing up's sake. Instead of, if I would prefer someone who shows up once every 2 days to create a content, and that content that person posts, that just one particular post, it's quality. The quality is different. Rather than someone who just shows up every single day, writes 5 to 10 posts, but out of that 5 to 10 posts, you can't learn anything from it. You can't get anything from it. It doesn't make sense. This is just writing for writing's sake. There are different types, there's levels to this consistency thing. But for me personally, I don't force myself to post every day. I don't force myself to post every day. Okay. I just there are days I just want to comment. There are days I want to write. There are days I just want to go through my newsfeed and see what other people are doing. Consistency is showing up, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to show up every day. But when you show up, you should show up with quality content. Show up with great, good content. Such a way that even if you're going to see you once every week or 2 times every week, you know that when the person comes, it just, this kind of consistency builds anticipation in your audience mind. They'll be like, okay, this guy posts on Wednesdays and Fridays of every week. They'll be looking forward to that Wednesday because you know that your one post is better than hundreds of posts you're going to see that day, or better than hundreds of posts they're going to see that day, because you create quality content. So show up, but it doesn't mean every day, and know the time for you to take a break. You are a human, and if you just keep giving, and you're not putting something aside, you're just giving out all the things pouring everything. And there are this type of content creators, just for the sake of being consistent, just being called a content creator or a consistent content creator, they will read books, they will do everything they can. Just if they want to post, they will get a book, read a particular chapter, and boom, Facebook, write what they like for the book. Tomorrow, they don't read, understand, assimilate what they learn or practice. They just want to keep writing to be known as a consistent. No, it doesn't work that way. What happens when you don't find somewhere to copy and paste? Consistency is showing up, and showing up with quality content. It doesn't necessarily have to be every day. It doesn't necessarily have to be 5 posts a day, but show up with the kind of content that you know your audience, compelling content that you know your audience can love, can relate with, and it will help it will help them gain value or move from one level to the next. That's just consistency for me. That's consistency for me.
Thank you. You can still hear me, right?
Yes.
All right, we'll be hearing this thing trending over time because of AI have come out. You said let's leverage on AI tools to be able to create content faster and easier to help us maximize our time. So now, but several people were talking about being afraid of AI taking over content creators, copywriters, and all that, website developer and graphic designer, whatever you call them. So now I'm asking you, when it comes to this game of content creation, what do you have to say about this? Can AI take over content creators?
AI can only take the job of content creators who has refused to upgrade their skill, who has refused to leverage AI to create better. That's why I said the next big thing is content creators leveraging AI tools to create better content faster and easier. If you go to LinkedIn, many job descriptions today, they will tell you that they need someone who has basic skill or basic knowledge on how to create do whatever it is they want the person to do leveraging AI. Someone who has basic knowledge of ChatGPT, being image creators and the rest. So I repeat, AI will only take the job of those who refuse, who are afraid of AI. People who refuse to leverage you, they don't want anything to do with AI. They just want to, they don't want to do it with their head. But if you upgrade your skill, because that's just, if you want to stay relevant to this content creation game, you need to learn how to leverage AI to do this thing. Yes, you don't need this AI tools to create content or to create better compelling content. But there are contracts, there are deals you want to get, and they will want to know your level of skill when it comes to using AI to create content. Okay, so AI won't take your job. It won't. But it will take your job if you refuse to learn how to use this AI. Because this AI, that is it not human being that is operating this AI? It's you human beings. If you learn how to leverage AI tools, if you learn how to leverage AI to create content, people will hire you. You won't lose job. You won't lose your job because they need. No, it's one thing to know how to use this AI. It's one thing to have this AI tools, many of these AI tools in the market. It's another thing to know how to use it. Many of these brand owners, yes, they know how AI tools exist and people use it to create content, but they don't know how to use it. That's why they want to hire someone who knows how to use this AI tools to create better content. Because you know that's something that will naturally take ordinary content creators 5 to 10 minutes, 5 to 10 hours to create, and they can do it within 30 minutes using AI. Many of these companies are hiring people who know how to leverage AI tools to create better content. So you need to upgrade yourself. You need to upgrade your skill. You have to learn how to leverage prompts. That's what we call is prompts. Prompt is simply those instructions you give to the AI to give you the result you want. You go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to write a social media post on what will I say? Write a social media post on accountability, or write a social media post on how to become a compelling content creator. ChatGPT will write it for you. So knowing how to use ChatGPT to generate the result you want, that is what will keep you from losing your job as a content creator. If a brand needs a content creator to manage their social media page, let's say a content creator to create content for their page, and they get two prospects, or what is it, two candidates. The first one just knows how to create content, know how to create videos, write video text, they know how to create graphics to match with the video. And the other one says they know how to leverage AI they know how to do all the things that the first person can do, and they also know how to leverage AI to skyrocket their results. Maybe the first person, you take the first person about 30 days or 30 months to create enough content. No, 30 days to create enough content that will move the page from 1 follower to 1,000 followers. But the other person who knows how to use AI tools can do that within a space of 2 weeks, 14 to 15 days. Who do you think they will hire? Who do you think they will hire between the two? So the thing is, AI won't take your job, but it will take your job if you refuse to learn how to leverage these AI. So even though you don't want to use them, but learn how to use them for your own sake, because it will come a time when there will be an opportunity or a deal you want to get, and it requires you knowing how to use this AI. So will you start running around looking for YouTube videos to learn all this when you had all the time to learn how to do them? So AI will not take your job. AI is actually making things easier. I wonder why people see it as evil, or why people just turn their backs on AI. It's actually making our job as content creators easier. If you want videos, AI can do it for you. If you want images, AI can do it. If you want graphics, AI can do it for you. If you want stories, AI can do it for you. Insights, many of these things, AI can do it for you. So why are we running away from things that why it's like being they say village people. It's like being your own village people. AI won't take your job. Actually, it won't take your job. But it will take if you refuse to embrace. If you refuse to embrace AI, you refuse to leverage it, you miss so many opportunities because of this particular thing. Even though you don't want to use AI, even though you don't need, even though you don't care about AI, at least learn how to use them, because you might meet an opportunity in the future and it requires you knowing how to use ChatGPT. Physical thing that you need to show them, prompts, give them the example of prompt that you've tried and the result you generated, and they want to see for themselves. So it's something
Wow.
you need to leverage on as a content creator.
Wow. I'm really enjoying this. We've done 15 minutes plus. Wow. And I could sit down and my journals feel like crazy, like I've write and write and write and write.
Mhm.
And I could remember at first you were talking about presentation skills. And I could see that what you were saying is what you are practicing here. Your presentation skills
Yeah.
top notch to the highest degree, higher level possible.
Thank you.
So you could capture my attention. I could write and write. Maybe if network bounce back, I'm bouncing again. I don't want to miss
Mhm.
anything. One word from you, I don't want to miss it. I have to come here and write and write and write. So thank you so much for all these details you shared. Like I tell my audience, this is privileged information shared to you. All of these things what they used to do master class and people will pay for it, but here you get information free. And most of the podcasts you will hear, you have to subscribe to hear some things. But here you are hearing for
Yeah.
free. Well, I'm coming. Time will come, you have to subscribe to listen to some. In fact, in this podcast, just this podcast will still be subscription based access. For you to get access, you'll be have to subscribe. But let's not go into that now. But now that you have access to all of this thing for free, what will you do with it? Take action. Take action. Use this information you've been gotten for free. Use it because it's privileged information from person who have gotten results. Chinwe is a big brand when it comes to this content creation. So now let's get into the business of the content creation. How do we monetize this skill? How do we monetize this content creation skill?
There are lots of ways to monetize content. There are hundreds of ways to monetize your content. You can decide to, if you don't want to drag, you don't want to, you're shy of selling. Okay, let's just put it that way. You don't want to start asking people to pay to learn from you. You don't want to start doing what's it called? You don't want to start applying for a content creation or content creator position in companies, brands, and you don't want to manage anyone's social media page. You can decide to create a book, an ebook. That's a content. Create an ebook on what you know, your experience, your stories. Have done that, and publish it on sites where you can sell them and make money. Okay, that's just one. The second way you can make money from your content creation is actually writing content for brands. I'm saying this from my own experience, or the everything I'm listing here is things I've tried. Writing content for brand. Last year, a brand owner, chef, she's a chef, she cooks and she takes orders from lots of, she's in Port Harcourt or where, I don't remember, it's what, last year. She paid me to write a 30 days content for her brand. This is not content ideas. Like, I wrote the whole content where she can just copy each for the day and paste it. And as a bonus, I also created graphics for her to attach to her post. The content I created was for both her Instagram page and her Facebook page. So that's number two. You can decide to go into that niche of where you write content, social media content. It can be video, it can be text, it can be graphics. Create those contents for brands. Or you can decide to go the other way and manage their Facebook or social media pages. I've done that too. I manage a Facebook page for one of the top 3% of the Google, what's it called? I don't know if Mr. Oja's web. I manage the Facebook page for him. I write content every single day, write and post with pictures and graphics attached to his page, on his page every single day for about 4 to 5 months before our contract ended. So you can also decide to go to that route. You can decide to content. Remember, I said content creation is in so many. It's in different formats. Content creation is just not just is not about writing. Okay. Now the three things I've mentioned before is about writing. Writing for brand, writing an ebook, and managing social media page for brands. Now, the next thing is for people who create videos. You can decide to open a YouTube channel like this. Open a YouTube channel and start creating content, creating video content for your brand or for your channel. Now, when there are so many ways you can monetize that channel, but let's not go into that. You can monetize it through affiliate marketing, promoting products on your videos, talking about products and making money, having people buy from it and make money. You can also monetize through YouTube monetization, program monetization, where you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and you can start making dollars from YouTube, depending on the length of your video, on the number of viewers, and also on how long people stayed in your video or stayed watching your video, something like that. Now, another way you can also monetize your content is actually making videos for brands. That's the part I ventured into. Now, remember, I said everything I'm saying here, I've done it. I've done it. The ebook, the managing of page, the creation of content, the YouTube, I've done that. And the next thing I did is actually creating videos for brand. If you enjoy reviewing products from brand owners, you can actually build a brand, build a profile, start talking about it, and get brand. Yes, you have to build an audience, because actually they want people who has audience, and depending on the kind of deal, there's influencer marketing, and then there's what we call UGC brand, UGC content creation. Now, this part of UGC content creation, you don't need an audience for that, but the other one, influencer marketing, you need an audience for that. Now, the part of UGC content creation, it's when brands pay you to review their products. If you've ever seen a customer make a product of how they enjoyed using this particular, for example, this pen, how they enjoy using this pen, how the color is good, how it's easy to hold, how it feels so smooth on their hands, and all these things. What we call that is UGC, user generated content. You can decide, if you're into video creation, you can decide to start reviewing products for brands, and they will pay you for, depending on the length of the video, depending on your contract. There's payment for 15 days. The pack, I've seen so many packages from UGC content creators. There's one for 15 seconds video, 30 seconds video, 5-second videos, 45 seconds, and 60 seconds videos, and even more. So you can start to go through that route and start creating videos and get paid for those videos from those brands. Or you can also decide to build your audience through your content, build your audience to a certain percentage where people pay you to advertise for them on their profile. On your profile. If you've seen people with 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers, 15,000, 20,000 followers collecting money for influencer gig, you might decide that if you want to post for someone, maybe a one post on your profile, you collect 5,000 for the person just to share their products to your audience. That's another way to make money as a content. There are lots of them. I'm sharing what I've tried. The UGC, I've tried it. I'm actually doing it right now. That's what I'm doing currently. And the influencer marketing, I've done it. People pay me to post on my status, to post on my Facebook profile. The ebook, I've done it. The managing of page, I've done it. The writing of content for brands, I've done it. The YouTube channel owner, I've done it. So my channel is not yet monetized. My channel name is Chinwamaka Nigeria Info. Just search for Chinwamaka. You see my YouTube channel there. So all these things and more are what I've tried when it comes to monetizing my content. And again, if you love teaching, you can also make money teaching others how to create content like you. Yes. If this were to be a paid presentation, I'll be paid for it. Paid to teach you how to become a compelling content creator. All right. So you can actually make money teaching other people your skill. And that's actually the easiest way to make money. That's actually the easiest way to make money as a content creator, teaching other people. But first, you have to build yourself in such a stage. You have to build yourself to the level where people can come to you and they want to learn how you're doing these things. They want to learn the style of how you create this content, your style of content creation. They want to learn how to create content like you. Now you charge them and teach them how to create content like you. Okay? You see so many people organizing classes, how to become a content creator, what you need to know as a content, they'll peg it as 1K, 2K, 3K. It's from their skill, their experience, and they're making money from it. And it's actually the simplest way to make money as a content creator, teaching other people how to become a content creator. That's it. There are so many ways. I've mentioned about 7 or 8 ways to make money as a content creator here, and there are lots of them. You can explore them. Go to Google and search for how to monetize your content creation. You see hundreds of blog posts, even thousands of blog posts on that particular topic. So there are lots of them. All you need to do is just, but first of all, the most important thing is for you to build your brand, or your content creation to skill to the level where people can actually pay you for your service. Okay, it's not about starting your content creation skill today and tomorrow you're expecting people to pay you. Nobody knows you. So you have to build your brand and then build yourself, your skill to the level where people can actually pay you because they've seen what you're doing and they know that this girl is good. She can do it. So that's that.
Wow. Thank you so much, ma'am, for everything you shared here. I also want to help you remind them that they should pay somebody to coach them or mentor them. They need to pay. Go and pay Chinwe to learn, pay to play big. She just try not to make you spend. Let them spend on knowledge. Let them spend to get information that will take them from where they are to where they want to be. If you want to be a master at this game, pay to play big. Pay to play big. You need to know the importance of paying to play big. These people will guide you. You will learn not to make the mistake they have made. So you don't have to repeat it. So don't be like generational cost. It's not a cost, it's because you refuse to pay. That's why it becomes a cost on your head. So go and pay to play big. I will need to tell you the truth now. They will say it's cost. It's not cost. It's not cost. It's just that they don't pay to play big. So we've come to an end of this session. It's investment. You get your return later. You get your return of investment later. You sure?
Like
big one.
You realize that the 1,000 naira you pay to learn content creation, maybe last day in 2022 or 2021, is suddenly making you hundreds of thousands of naira. People are paying hundreds of thousands of naira to learn something you learn. You barely spend about 10,000 naira to learn. It's something that you keep paying for the rest of your life. A skill, except you lost your memory, this is something that's in here. It cannot be deleted. It cannot be erased. So even if you spend 50,000 or 100,000 today, it's going to make you times 1,000 times 1 million of that, and the next, because it's in here, it's forever. So what you spend in yourself, what you spend on yourself, it's an investment. It's not
an investment. It's an investment. I have a friend here who is behind this thing. He's a website designer. He learned this, I think it was 2017. He later went to learn again at Benin 2021 with about 100,000, I think. But now you have made times 5 of that money, sitting in his room or in the shop, pressing laptop, maybe for some hours. But he make more money. He make more money because he have paid to play big. He paid to learn, get software, get details, get files. That if you want to go and buy it in those websites, you pay more. But because you have paid from someone who have bought it, you get those things as bonus, free of charge. Now you use those templates and charge others. Use the template to work for others, and you make more money because you have paid to play big. And now he's playing big, getting more than what he has spent. Return of investment because you've invested in that knowledge. And soon you work on my website too. You also charge me. You will charge me money because you paid to learn. You will charge me. You might charge me about something. I don't know what to charge me, and I will be negotiating on negotiation table or something left for 100,000. You can't be charging me more than that. I'm tapping him here. He's here. You pay to play big. Pay. Tell people to pay. Okay, let me help him to market him for a minute. His name is Stanley Odekunle. He's the founder of, what's the name of your brand again? Stock Technologies. It's on Google. If you just Google Stock Technologies, STUCK Technologies. He's taking over Lekki, Ekpe. He has taken over all these places. He's a young guy, not up to 30, but he's dominating Lagos. And Lagos is one of the biggest places in Nigeria that is growing fast, city center of excellence. In London, all of these people, they know Lagos. And this young man, not up to 30, is doing this. So if you want to do website now, you will meet him. Google Stock Technologies. He will tell you, in fact, one of the biggest websites in around Lagos here in Lekki. And he will do my website. He will charge me because he paid to play it. He's a very good designer, web designer, back end, front end. Now then be the demons when it comes to coding. You want to learn coding, website design, whatever development is the one. His name is Samson Odekunle. That's just it. He paid to play big. He learned it. So people need to pay for knowledge. It's not a waste of money. It's an investment. You will get the return of investment later. Don't pay for it. Then you have somebody tomorrow to always continue to give you that service. And you pay more, you pay more, and pay more, and pay more, and pay more. But if you learn it for yourself, you'll be doing it for others and you make money. If you want to do that, you do it for yourself. Just like you know how to cook. You cook and eat, not going to a restaurant and pay for food. Big. So thank you so much for your precious time. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for honoring my invitation. You spent 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 20 something seconds. Thank you. We've come to an end of this session. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. I'll have you some other time.
Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye. Welcome. And bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you're watching this video, like, share, subscribe to this channel if you're getting value. Follow Chinwe. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Chinwe Amaka. Subscribe to our channel. She's the one and only Naija info girl. Follow her on Facebook, Chinwe Amaka. Follow her on Twitter at Chinwe Amaka, right? Instagram, Chinwe Amaka. Naija info girl. YouTube, go and watch her video. I've seen one of her video where she said she's doing like Mr. Beast. There's one video she copied Mr. Beast content creation style, video creation style. I watched that video. Go and watch it. She's doing well. Her presentation skill is top notch. Oh, excellence at the highest level. So follow her. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're a good woman or a good lady and a good friend. Thank you. God bless you. All right. Bye for now. See you some other time.